Energy. Hit music only.
How are you?
I'm doing really good, thank you.
You've been actually on a big European promotion trip right now.
Yes, I am. I've been in Paris and London, and now I'm here in Berlin.
I'm very sorry for the weather because it's raining.
It's okay. The rain is kind of nice because in LA it's always sunny, and it's kind of nice to be able to wear a jacket, you know?
So, what's actually your favorite place you've been so far? You don't have to mention Berlin because
Well, I don't think I've been here long enough to say Berlin. I got to come back. You know what I mean? Because I've been here less than 24 hours, and I've only seen the hotel. Actually, I drove by the Berlin Wall, which was very historic and amazing. But I definitely want to come back.
And is it sometimes crazy that you're everywhere in the world and you don't really see
It is. It is a little crazy to think that sometimes I can go to the other side of the world and not see anything. But it's good knowing that I can always come back whenever I want. So who knows? Maybe I'll be back next week or 2 weeks. Who knows?
That sounds good. Since you're here actually the first time in our studios, I have a little questionnaire for you.
Okay.
So we can get to know you a little better. So
Okay.
very easy questions. The first one is your full name, please.
My full name is Demetria Devon Lovato.
Your place of birth.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
And your favorite artist.
My favorite artist is Kelly Clarkson.
And I think, you met her?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how was that first time you met her?
I hugged her 3 times. I did. I hugged her 3 times, and it just was the most surreal experience ever because I grew up listening to her music, and then the first time that I met her was we were doing the same the same show, so it was really amazing.
But she's super nice.
Very nice.
And what's your favorite song of all time?
Favorite song of all time? Since You've Been Gone. Yeah.
And your favorite movie or TV show?
Sorry, I have the hiccups. My favorite movie is probably Mean Girls.
That's a cool one.
It's so good, so funny.
And your favorite dish?
My favorite dish, I like mugs because they're very comfortable in your hand and they hold the hot things that you don't have to touch. So, coffee or hot tea.
And do you have any time or what are your hobbies apart from the music?
I don't have a lot of free time, but my hobbies apart from the music, I like being active. So I like going outside. I like hiking. I like, going on walks. Just really anything that I can get outside and do is really nice.
You actually have a new hit singer at the moment, which is cool for the summer. What are for you, because it's not sunny outside anymore here in Berlin.
Right.
But what are the ingredients for a good summer track?
Well, it has to be upbeat, and it has to be something you can party to, and it's got to have some sort of sexy summertime hook.
And I guess it has it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually a new album coming up.
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell us how it's going to be called?
My new album is going to be called Confident.
And how far are you in the process?
It's done. It's actually coming out very, very shortly on October 16th.
And how's the feeling now? Everything's done. Is it like a release or?
It's kind of a relief, but it's also a bit of a bummer because it's like I had so much fun making that album and the time around it. But it feels really good to be able to know that it's going to come out soon and my fans finally get to hear my new music.
And why did you call it Confident?
I called it Confident because one of the songs on the album is called Confident. But 2, I felt it was the best representation of who I am today as an artist and as a person.
And what makes you confident? What gives you that?
What makes me confident, whether it's looking in the mirror and telling myself I'm beautiful even when I don't feel like it, or if it's just doing little things like taking care of myself. I'm thirsty right now, so I'll ask for water. Like those little things, I'm taking care of myself rather than letting myself go all day without drinking water. You know, it's just learning to take care of yourself. When you do that, you learn to love yourself.
And what can we expect musically?
Musically, you'll just have to wait and hear. Some of the songs, they're more like rhythmic, they're more soulful, but ultimately, yeah, you'll have to hear.
And is there something about the album that you're the most proud of? Not necessarily a song or something?
I think the place that I'm in mentally now, that's what I'm most proud of. And it took me a while to get here, but I worked really, really hard on myself mentally, spiritually, physically, and I worked really hard in the studio every day. So for it to be done, I'm really proud of that.
And do you album release? I mean, it's your 5th album?
It is my 5th album, yeah.
And are album releases still nerve-wracking for you?
Definitely. They're nerve-wracking, but at the same time, I'm just excited. I just want my music to be out there, and I want to be able to tour the music. So, yeah, I get nervous, but I'm excited.
And speaking of touring, are you actually coming to Europe one day?
I will definitely come to Europe. I don't know when exactly, but I definitely will come.
And in the US, you play huge arenas. Does the crowd make you nervous sometimes?
Sometimes, definitely. Sometimes it depends on who's in the audience. Like if my boyfriend's in the audience, I get nervous because I want to do a really good job. Or if it's somebody that's, that I need to perform well for, I can get nervous. But other than that, I just like to go out and have fun.
And you're actually a singer and actress. You are an X Factor judge. You have a book deal. I have to read it because it's so much. You have a skincare line. I mean, what's the thing that you love doing the most?
I think the thing that I love doing the most is music, of course. Music is always going to be my number one passion. I love taking care of my skin, so skincare is something that I'm very passionate about as well. So that's why I do have my own skincare line called Divine by Demi. But yeah, I mean, everything else that I do, I'm very blessed to have the access to the opportunities to be able to write a book, and I want to take full advantage of that opportunity and hopefully inspire my fans with things that I have to say about my journey and where I'm going to go next.
And do you have any spare time then? Because you're doing so many things.
I don't have much spare time, no, but it's worth it.
And what are you doing in your spare time?
Sleeping. In my spare time, I am sleeping.
And do you have any next goal ahead that you can already give away?
My
next project?
No, I think right now I'm just like focusing on the album releasing, and then I'll think about what's next.
Yeah.
Ask me on the day after my album comes out.
Is it sometimes when you wake up in your hotel room that you don't remember where you are?
Yes, sometimes I'll wake up and I have no idea what country I'm in because I'm so tired or so busy traveling.
And how long does it take that you realize where you are?
Well, it depends. If I have a little notepad next to my bed in the hotel I'm staying at, normally I check the hotel name and see if it has a city underneath, and then I realize, okay, this is where I am.
Hit music only. Energy. Hit music only.